Okay, we are live. Welcome, Facebook family. My name is Laura Hall, and you are here on my show, Come Cook With Me. So, welcome to the show. And I'm going to go ahead and get this thing started again, just from getting it. I better transfer some of this out first. I'm going to do that in a minute. So, today we are cooking Louisiana style gumbo. So it's going to be a little bit because we decided to go with a roux. I think on Wednesday when we went shopping, I said to roux or not to roux. And I got all kinds of feedback and the answer was to roux. So we're going to make a roux and we're going to be doing it. If you've not caught my show and this is the very first time that you've joined, let me start off by saying welcome. I'm so happy that you found us and that you've joined the show. First rule of thumb, if you are new to the show, even if you're not new, what I would love for you to do is do some thumbs up, share some love, share some hearts when you're live. Also, in the comment area, what I'd love for you to do is to say hello, who you are, where you're from, and when you do, you get a chance to win something. Now, I'm going to also talk a little bit about if you do one more thing. And you can do it, you can go to my YouTube channel, you can search all of my cooking videos, and we're starting to put some other types of videos there as well. But I have a YouTube channel, and my YouTube channel is Lifestyle by Laura J. So all you have to do is type in Lifestyle by Laura J, and you can catch all of the previous shows that we've done before. If you share from there, or you share from this video right now, you also get a chance to enter to win. So let's go ahead and cut right to that and welcome. I'm seeing a few people hop on, so great to have you. So let me go ahead and share with you, last week we made chicken enchiladas. So last Friday we were here live. We always come live Friday. We try to make it at 4:30. Wednesday we'll also go live and I'm at the shopping center, usually picking out all of the ingredients of what you're going to need, because there are some people who like to watch the video and then go ahead and make it. So what we try to do is we do one batch of product, whatever it is that we're making, one recipe in the Instant Pot. And those of you who follow me just know that I just got my Instant Pot Duo 80. I'm so excited. Today is the first day that we're actually using it. So that's exciting. And then we do a traditional recipe in either a slow cooker or baking or whatever traditional way that we would do it. Just to do a comparison, because what I have found is this Instant Pot is so easy. And what I used to be afraid, Instant Pot's just a pressure cooker, right? So you can get there are all kinds of pressure cookers, but Instant Pot is, takes all the time off. I mean, talk about if you're really, really crazy busy with the kids, it's really fabulous. Or let's say you didn't have time to make, plan out a dinner and you just went really quickly to go to the grocery store and get the ingredients. I mean, this takes no time whatsoever. And because you're doing it in a pressure vacuum, I mean, it's just, those flavors are enhanced. I mean, they're just so yummy. I mean, it's great. So, I grew up cooking with the slow cooker. I mean, that's, you woke up in the morning, you got everything prepared, you threw it in, let it cook all day, and then you came home and your family had a great meal. Nothing wrong with that. So that's kind of the ploy of what I love to do, is to try to do both so everyone gets a chance to say which one they prefer. And I have to tell you, some recipes, the Instant Pot is like, whoa, just never had a flavor like that before, compared to the slow cooker, the crock pot. I know that sounds crazy, but, and I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, in this crock pot, it's way too heavy and too hot for me to actually pick up and show you everything. Yeah, it's way too hot. It's been cooking for a while. So I did everything in the slow cooker. I took pictures. So I will post them in the comment section so you can see how this was prepared. It's prepared the exact same way that we're doing the one in the Instant Pot, so you'll get to see it as we're doing it here in the Instant Pot. So let's go to last week and who the winners were. So if you actually say hello and who you are, where you're from, you get a chance to win Dano's spices. And these spices, let me tell you people, if you have never seen this show and you haven't got these spices yet, I recommend strongly you get them. And if anyone's watching, can give me the Dano's, put the Dano spices into the comment section, that'd be great. But these spices are so yummy, so great. So Dano is a team member of ours in my health and wellness nutrition company. And he's just a great chef, and he's just a really dynamic, I don't know, he created these. These are phenomenal. So let me tell you a little bit about them. Why I love them so much? Well, I love because they're low sodium. There's no sugar added to them. They're gluten-free seasoning with no MSG and no GMOs. I mean, it is such a big flavor in 0 calories, and they come in 2 different styles. This is a little more spicier. This has got a little bit more like a lemon, more lemony. So, I mean, I'm telling you, if you don't have them, you want them. So go ahead and say hello, who you're from. And what we do is at the end of the week, what I do is I put all of the names who've had comments all throughout the week. If you've had comments, then I go ahead and I put you in a random generator, and voila, you get picked. That's how you get picked. And then same thing, if you share this video, then you get entered to win one of our grand prizes. And that is, well, it could be just about anything. And last week I said maybe we should mix it up. But last week's winner gets the choice of one of our seasonal shakes. And I'll go through the seasonal shakes. So we have 3 seasonal shakes that I still have. We have the mocha. We have the peach mango. And then we have cookies and cream. And if you've been watching my posts, you know that I've been mixing the mocha and cookies and cream. One of my faves. Yeah. So, that's so awesome. Are you ready? Drum roll. Yeah, so one thing I want to point out. If we get 100 shares of this video, and we get over, I mean 100 shares, we had 40 shares, or 42 shares. What did I write down? We had 52 shares of the video last week. And we had over 10,000, just about 10,000 views. So if we end up having 100 shares, so that means everyone who's watching, they actually post it and put it on their wall, and we get over, our highest viewing average, our highest that we've ever had was 47,000. So if we beat 47,000 or have 100 shares, we're gonna have a major grand prize. Major. It might be an entire system, whoever wins. And a system, because we have solutions for healthy aging, we have solutions for weight loss, we have solutions for performance and energy. So athletic performance. I mean, oh yeah, a lot of people are thumbs up, share away. All right, so here we go. Last week's winners. So for the spices, oh, the spices, you are gonna love this. This is a new friend of mine too. I am so excited. Keith Tant. Keith, you won the spices. I'm so excited. And oh, by the way, people, you are gonna hear a lot about this friend of mine, Keith. You need to go onto his website or onto his Facebook page. Try to friend him. He's almost maxed out on his friends, let me tell you. But if you love your Instant Pot, you are gonna absolutely love Keith, because Keith makes these incredible accessories to the Instant Pot. I'm telling you what, I'm getting a whole slew of them. I cannot wait, but he did this amazing recipe. I'm sorry, Keith, I'm just gonna flood your page for a minute, but he did a cheesecake out of sweet potatoes. I'm like, I cannot wait. And that's one of the reasons why I bought the new Instant Pot, the bigger one, so that I could do the cheesecake in them. So I'm really excited. And I am not a baker. Most of you know that I'm not, but I don't know. I just am really excited about making some cool things out of this one. All right, so Keith, you get the spices. I know we're gonna be communicating this weekend anyway, because we talked about me getting the accessories, and well, I'll get your address and you'll get mine. So congratulations, Keith, those are yours. All right, now this lucky lady who won the shake. Oh my gosh. Okay, you ready for this? All right, so Delia Torres, okay? You won! I'm so excited for you. So you'll have to send me a message and tell me which one you want. This is like, I think the second or third time that you actually posted the video, so I'm so happy for you. So congratulations. Okay, put that aside. Now I need to show you what we've done. So this recipe, if you really want to do something super quick, it is very quick compared to cooking the gumbo 6 to 8 hours in the slow cooker. But there are a couple of preparation things that you actually have to do when you prepare for this. So the very first thing I did, and this has been sitting on warm, so I'll just go ahead and show it to you, is I browned my, I'm making this, there's meat. Now let me go ahead and tell you a little bit about gumbo. Gumbo can be just about anything that you love to have. My family loves to have meat in their gumbo. So I actually have 2 meats in here, and I'm going to be putting in, we're gonna have some shrimp, we're gonna have some crab. It's just gonna be just incredibly yummy. So mine's a seafood and a meat gumbo. Some people don't like meat in their gumbo, and you just can make it all seafood. You can do anything you want with this recipe. That's the beauty of it. It is so darn delicious. So let me show you what you're gonna do. You're gonna put like, just coat the bottom, not a whole bunch of whatever oil you're gonna use. And today I used a grapeseed oil, and I'll show you. It looks like that. And it's a non-GMO grapeseed oil. Right there, see that sign, non-GMO? And I use the grapeseed oil because it has a really interesting flavor, but it also can take heavy heat. So when you're sauteing, it's a really good oil to use. Now you can use avocado oil, you know, extra virgin olive oil. You pick whatever one you love the most. I just picked that one because it's a lighter one. It's not real heavy, and it's not going to change. It just emulsifies the flavors that when you're cooking. So you're going to coat the bottom of your pan. You're going to put your Instant Pot on to saute. You want to actually have that on super high saute. And you get that really nice and hot. And what you're going to do is you're going to throw, oh, the bottom is kind of hot. You're going to throw your chicken and your sausage. Now I picked a smoked andouille kind of sausage, but it's not very spicy. A lot of people love heavy spice in their sausage. I didn't have that option when I was at the grocery store, actually. So, so we did a really good smoked. And what I did, if you look at Wednesday's Come Shop With Me, you're gonna really learn a little bit about how to shop for certain things. I'm not gonna repeat that, but what you wanna do is make sure that you take a look at that video. All right, so you're gonna brown all of that meat, and I went ahead and browned it. So I'm gonna you're gonna transfer the meat. Just try to keep the meat, just the meat, not the juices. And I need to put this back on to saute. You're gonna, go. All right, so I'm getting that hot again to saute, because this is how you're gonna do the roux. You just transfer this meat over. So it's getting started, it's heating up. That was the ding. You wanna, the roux is gonna take a little bit of time, and I question whether or not I should have went ahead and did the roux just so you could see the completed, what it looked like. But then I decided, no, you know, this is important, the roux is important. So, and again, you don't have, if you want to keep it healthier version, and I do have a healthy version of this roux, but you don't have to roux. I know, now if you're Elka or anybody from Louisiana are watching, you didn't hear me say that. There are some diehard gumbo fans, and I know that would be kind of not an appropriate thing to say. All right, so that's gonna get back in there. I hope that you can see how we're cooking from it. So I'm gonna move my cutting board since I think I have everything cut. I'm just gonna move it over to the side because I don't really need it. I want you to see more of how we're making the roux. That's good, okay. All right, good. All right, so this is getting nice and hot. You heard it go ding. So I've got it on saute, and I'm going to be adding half a cup of the grapeseed oil. So you want to, oh, it's starting to smoke. You can see it starting to smoke. I hope you can see that. Yeah. So you're going to add a half a cup. It's equal parts to parts, you know, and especially since you have some of the juices left over. So you're going to have equal parts of whatever flour you use and what oil you're going to use. So what I chose an almond flour. I like this particular brand, almond flour, because it's King Arthur's. I love King Arthur's. Anything King Arthur's, I'm a fan of. This is super finely ground, and it's gluten-free. So you can use any kind of flour. I just like to use something that's gluten-free because it's my preference. And some of you are gluten-free, so I like to kind of show how you can do it on a healthier version. All right, so I have equal parts, so I've got a half a cup here. Now, what's important is when you're making the roux, you add a little bit of the flour at a time and just keep stirring. And what you're gonna do is just keep stirring it, get all of the chunky yumminess that happened from when you did brown the chicken and the sausage. And what will happen is it will start to turn a nice brown color. And you want to get it to the point of a paste that's kind of like kind of like a peanut butter. I would call it like a peanut butter. And that's really what you want to do. But you want to get this roux at a really high temperature. I had some troubles with I will tell you honestly, with the crock pot. I even have the browning element on this particular crock pot, and it didn't get to the paste that I liked. But I was kind of running out of time, and you know how crock pots are. It'll eventually get as hot as you need it, and it will thicken up. But we're going to have to see how that went. That was the only trouble that I had with the crock pot. I don't know if you can hear it sizzle, but it smells heavenly. This is perfect. I love how the Instant Pot is really getting these pieces. It's starting to thicken. Usually your roux will take 10 to 15 minutes to get to, you know, you don't want to get it to where it's going to get burned. That's an important thing, so stirring it constantly is important. Okay, I'm just going to add the rest of that in. And oh gosh, it smells so good. And it's just starting to turn a little bit of color. Keep scraping the sides and scrape the bottom to get all that yumminess from the cooking the chicken. Oh, thanks for some love. Love that. Thank you. Oh my goodness, that's so good. You're gonna love this recipe. I actually have a couple of twists to it. So this is where your patience comes in, because you really want to get it to a brown. The deeper the brown, the better the flavor, the more intense flavor there is, okay? Oh, yeah, so it's getting nice and golden, and I wish I could hold it up for you. It's just too hot. I do have some pot holders over there that might work. It's getting nice and brown. You can see this is what takes a lot of time. Look and see if there are any questions. Okay. Hey, Jack. Hi, Pam. Pam, how are ya? I haven't seen you talk to you in a long time. How are things? Okay. Oh, it's getting nice and golden. This is the part that I love. And it smells so heavenly. I just love my Instant Pot. Does everybody just love their Instant Pot? And I know several of you have been asking me what kind did I just get, because I posted my picture with it. I'm in love with it. And And I've seen some of my friends who do Instant Pot like cooking like all the time. They put these great designs. Oh, it's getting nice and brown. Oh, this is so pretty. I love science of cooking. It's so pretty. Okay. So once you get it to exact the brownness that you want, it's time to add some of those root vegetables that are yummy that also make it so good. So we're gonna go ahead and do that now. So I've got an onion. You're just gonna put that inside. It's all nice and diced. Stir that around. And then I've got some red and green peppers. And I've got some celery. And I've got some diced tomatoes. Just get that in there. I'll talk a little bit about those diced tomatoes in a minute. Let me just get all of this stirred up so they can start to cook really nice. I'm going to add some garlic here in just a second. Just want to get that nice and cooking. Okay. Oh, beautiful. So you're going to let these vegetables cook until they get a little bit of al dente, a little bit translucent. So you'll look for your onion to get a little translucent. We'll let that cook down a little bit. Isn't that awesome how you can just throw it all right in as it's sauteing? Love it. So when you get your tomatoes, one of the things that you want to look for is you want to do, obviously, non-GMO, organic, and then look for this label of non-PBA. Oh, sorry, that's going to need to be changed. Hold on. Okay, so you want to do non-PBA right there. See that? Let me get it closer. Non-PBA. Essential, critical. Okay, what is that? It's a non-bisphenol A. Oh, this is good. This is all getting bubbly. So yeah, you don't want to have BPA in any of your canned vegetables. So you want to look for it. You pay a little bit extra, so it's that plastic lining that they put in. What they have found is that it's an endocrine disruptor. So, you know, we have enough toxicity in our environment. You don't need to be adding more to it. So, get the non-PBA. All right, so we're gonna let these get a little translucent. Oh, so great. Now, I also have some garlic cloves that I'm gonna be adding. And so, ahead of time, what I did is I had some garlic and I put some of the grapeseed oil and just a little coat over the top of them, and then I put them in the oven and let them bake for 350, maybe 7 minutes, so they get a little al dente. Take a look. Beautiful. Roasted garlic is the best thing you can actually put in any flavoring in your cooking. I so recommend it. So I'm just going to pop those in so that they can emulsify with these vegetables. So while these vegetables are getting nice and translucent, we're going to go ahead and add some spices here, which I love. We're going to add, I've got some jalapeno, diced up, and I've got some red pepper. We've got these two peppers. Don't they look pretty? They're so pretty. All right, I'm just going to pop them in here as well. All right. Again, you choose how spicy you like things. We like things spicy in our house, really hot. And a gumbo, it should be smoky. It should be good temperature. Just, oh, so yummy. If you could smell this going on, I always say, you know, our next phones should be smell-o-vision. It's just how they should be. All right, so we're going to pop in some additional spices here. I'm going to start off with some Cajun seasoning. Okay, there's the Cajun. Again, all my spices, non-GMO. You don't need to have things that have been made genetically modified. You do not need genetic modified food, okay? Our bodies, we're not adapted for that. Just take a look at how the bees, there's a ton of bee studies on GMO. So I'm not gonna get into a debate because I know a lot of people, I actually have a farmer friend, very close friend, and he believes in GMO, so I'm not gonna go there. But it's my personal choice. That's how I cook. So I'm just gonna open it up because I know I don't measure. If you followed me before, I don't measure. I just know that I do pinches in my hand, just like that. Boom. So easy. No need to measure. You know, I talk to a lot of people, and I have the Japanese peppers. I talk to a lot of people who are very intimidated. They're so intimidated at cooking, and cooking is easy. It's so easy. No one should be intimidated. Throw some great ingredients together, and there's no reason to be intimidated. None whatsoever. You know, you just know that when you find some, okay, so we're gonna do some black pepper. Let me get the spices in and we'll talk. And we got some cumin. I'm doing 2 heaping pinches in the palm of my hand. Cumin is one of my favorites to cook with. A little bit of thyme. We've got some white pepper. And I've got some herbs of the Providence, so I'm just gonna go ahead and use the rest of those. Beautiful. And I'm gonna put a little bit of salt. Now, this salt is pink Himalayan salt. I don't use any other salt but pink Himalayan salt, and neither should you. It's just such a beautiful, rich flavor. Oh, this is beautiful. This is absolutely perfect. So now it's time to add your liquid, some liquid. And then we're going to add back in the chicken and the sausage. So let me add the liquid. We're going to use 1 cup of red wine. Okay, this is a ½ cup measure. Again, it's okay, you know, if you do more, you just don't want more than 4 cups of liquid altogether. Okay? And then I've got my bone broth. I love bone broth. And I like to use wine because wine really, once it cooks off, it gives just a beautiful natural sweetness to, you know, just takes that edge of, you don't need to use sugar. It's already the sugar in it, and it cooks off, and it's just a beautiful, beautiful flavoring to any dish you're making. So I'm going to add 1 more bone broth. Beautiful. Okay, so one of my favorite vegetables that we're going to add now is okra. So I've got some okra, cut up okra. Ooh. There we go. I love okra. I feel like you cannot have gumbo without okra. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and add back in our meat. Oh, so great, so yummy. Oh, I just wish you could see this. I'm gonna take a picture before I actually close the lid on this, so don't you worry. Oh, so good. So easy. All right, so, boom, boom. Oh, okay. So what we're gonna do now, I've got the juice, all the juice from a lemon. So you wanna just get something that you can keep the seeds off. See how I just push this down like this, squeeze, 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 and then the rind and the seeds stay here in the middle. And then what you have left is the juice. How cool is that? That's really awesome. Love this. So you're gonna put the juice of lemon in, and then I love to do this. I take the peel and I grate the peel. And I also finish the dish this way as well. But we're gonna go ahead and put some of this lemon peel in. It's so beautiful. Oh God, it smells so good. Tap that down. these. This is some crab meat. These are crab claws. That's what I did, is I just took the crab claws. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in, but I'm not gonna put the shrimp in because the shrimp can get overcooked. So we're gonna put that in. I'm gonna teach you how to do that. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the crab in. Now what I like to do, and you'll see the picture of it, they're really big claws and I'm not sure how they'll fit in here. I might have to break them up. And you may have to add just like a little bit extra, a little bit more broth. I'm looking at how the consistency is in this particular gumbo, what it's looking like. And I might need to add just a little bit more, just a smidgen more broth, which I happen to have. So, always keep an extra couple on hand. You want your gumbo to be nice and thick, but I also like to have where, you know, when I know it's going to pressurize, it's going to absorb all of these, you know, the chicken and the crab. Oh, smells heavenly. Okay, so the last thing we have here, and I've had ice on these crab legs, just because I think the crab legs just make it really a neat thing. I'm just gonna pop a couple crab legs in here. And I know I have a couple of you who chimed in and said, oh no, you have to keep the shrimp with the, not to peel, to keep the skin on the shrimp and don't peel and devein. So I talked to Kyle's, you know, the guys that work at Kyle's, and because the shrimp that I got these jumbo shrimp, they recommended that we did not. They said go ahead and peel and devein them and get them prepared. And so because I did that, what I was able to do is I was able to put some cayenne pepper all over. I put cayenne pepper, cumin, and they're gonna sit like this until it's ready, until we're ready to pop them in. So in the slow cooker, I have another bowl just like this for the slow cooker. The last 15 minutes, they're gonna go in the slow cooker. How you're gonna do it on the Instant Pot is gonna be a little bit different. So now you're gonna turn your Instant Pot to off because you're gonna put it on manual setting next. The next thing we're gonna do is gonna put it on the manual setting. But I'm not gonna do that because I wanna take a picture, but I'm gonna tell you how you're gonna finish this off. So the Instant Pot, the next thing you do, because everything has been added, it's all ready. So the next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna put it on off, and then you're gonna hit manual. You can cook manual. Now, I think that the meat stew, one of them has 4, but I'm just gonna hit manual because I just know I want this to cook for 4 minutes. Once the pressure builds up, it'll only need to cook for 4 minutes. That's the beauty of this Instant Pot. I mean, how cool is that? You're gonna have a beautiful, beautiful, oh my God, incredible gumbo. And so I'm just pushing it a little bit over that way. So you'll hit it for 4 minutes. What you want to do is hit the off when it releases, when you don't need to do a slow release of steam. Once it gets to the off and it dings, you just click on the button that says off. And then you're going to release the steam so that you can open the pressure cooker, so you can open your Instant Pot up. Quickly add these shrimp, close the pot back up, and then for 10 minutes, they'll seep. They'll seep into that and pull into the juices. So mix them around into the Instant Pot, put the lid back on, and then it'll just, in the retaining heat that Instant Pot will be, that's it. That's how beautiful this is. That's how easy this recipe is. So quick and easy. I don't like to put the shrimp in when it gets up to the build-up pressure because I don't like my shrimp to be rubbery. And that's what happens when you do that with the shrimp. So you want to let it cook for the 4 minutes, hit the release, hit the steam release. So on your Instant Pot, that means that you're going to have this where this is sealing. See how it says sealing? So when you're ready, it'll be pressurized, right? It'll be sitting here like this. Oh, do you hear that? It just tells you it's sealed, right? So you would be pressurizing it, and then when it's done, you'll go to vent, okay? But we're not gonna get that started just yet. So, okay, are we really clear on that? That's really super easy. Last 15 minutes in the slow cooker. If you're doing the slow cooker style, you're gonna do 15 minutes. The last 15 minutes, you're gonna do the same thing with the shrimp and put them in. Okay, that's really simple. So how am I gonna plate this? Well, I'm gonna make cauliflower rice for those people who are really health conscious. So I'm gonna make a cauliflower rice. And then I'm also gonna make a traditional rice because you know Mr. Hall just loves traditional rice. So I'm gonna make a basmati rice with this. It's gonna be just so flavorful. I personally like to have some onions, scallions. I like to have the top, I'm gonna top these off and I'm gonna cut them up really fine. I'm gonna scissor them over the top before I serve, right? Because we cut right on top of how we're actually serving. And then I'm going to take a little bit of extra lemon rind and do that. And then I'm going to add just a smidgen of parsley on top, okay? Just add just a beautiful zest of flavor. Some people like to have avocado on the side, and some people like to have, because depending on how hot you make it, some people like to have just a little bit of sour cream or yogurt. So you get to choose how you like to actually provide some toppings to it. But this, it's smelling heavenly. So that's it. That's all we have for the show today. So thank you so much for joining. Remember, if you're first time or second time, third time, it really doesn't matter because you can enter every single week. We love for people to enter every single week. I'm meeting so many of you cooking at home and getting your Instapots and getting excited. So that thrills me like there's no end. And then I still love talking with the people who are traditional slow cookers because, you know, it just, whatever fits your lifestyle is the easiest. You know, you just have to decide what fits your lifestyle. I love the convenience of having the Instapot because it's so fast. And sometimes these flavors just are, whoa, bam, so amazing. So, all right. Have a wonderful, beautiful week. Know that we're here every Friday. Come cook with me at 4:30 live. We always do the shopping on Wednesday. And I think if I can get all my extra accessories, I think what we're gonna try to do next week is some kebabs. There's a kebab that you can put inside here. I know. And I think I'm also gonna make a little dessert. We're gonna give it a try. I'm so excited. So I'm gonna take a picture of this before, and then I'll post all of the pictures. We'll post it at the end of the night. Also, you may wanna have a nice beautiful bread to kind of go and soak up some of these beautiful juices when you're eating. And those of you who are not doing bread, you don't need it really. And the cauliflower rice is so wonderful in this. So you'll love it. You'll love to have it. Okay, everyone, have a beautiful, blessed weekend. I'm so happy that you came to join us on Come Cook With Me. We'll see you next week.